Alright guys, wanted to give you a quick overview of the Google Traffic Viper. So again, we're back here in the portal. I'm going to hit Google Traffic Viper here and it's going to open up. Show you a total number of page views right here on a leaderboard that people have done. These are very, very recent, so this is not accurate based upon number of views total. But you can see these guys are really kicking butt here. Merlino, Daryl Osborne, Aaron Crowd, Terrence Holder. You may recognize some of these names. There's some really great SEO guys in here with the Google Traffic Viper. Okay, so Google Viper is a little bit different. This is targeting websites, blogs, GMB posts, not GMBs, but Google My Maps, Twitters, anything and everything. You're going to see some cool things here. So Google Traffic Viper. So what we'll do is we go over and click on Add Campaign, and there is a ton of options in here. Okay, so campaign name, let's go ahead and create a campaign here, and we'll say demo. This is going to be really easy. Okay, so we're going to do demo HVAC. Let's do that. HVAC demo. Okay. Category, you can see HVAC, HVAC2. Very simple to add category here. Just click on add category, add whatever you want in here. You can remove them, etc. Put in your website URL. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to Google and we're going to type in Appleton Campbell. Okay, so here's a local HVAC company. This is probably one of the biggest HVAC companies here in my local area. So Appleton Campbell, great looking website. They're a great HVAC place. They are a tad bit expensive, actually quite a bit expensive. I do not use them because their prices are pretty darn high. I have another great guy that I use. Anyway, so we'll go over here, put in the website URL, appletoncampbell.com, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it by search, okay, by search traffic. So we want to say HVAC repair, okay, for the keyword right here. HVAC repair, number of searches, let's say 500 searches. Minimum time on the website, I want to spend 4 minutes on the website total. For the state, let's say Virginia. City, we're going to say Warrenton. Okay, Warrenton. And from Warrenton, I want to do a radius of, let's say, 35 miles. So 35 miles from Warrenton, Virginia. I want anyone that's looking for HVAC repair, 500 searches. And what it's going to do is this is really slick. It pulls in on the geolocation off of Google Maps, and it does it by cell phone. So it's doing the searches by cell phone, and you're getting local mobile IP addresses for all the locations within 35 miles of Warrenton, Virginia. That is super slick. Specific URLs, you could say, okay, once it comes to the website, since we're doing HVAC repair, you would say, okay, you could have an indoor page here. Okay, so an inside page. We could go back over and say, okay, I want it to, once it lands on the page, I want it to specifically go here to Virginia Heating. Now, you don't have to do this, but you could. And so for HVAC repair, you could say, okay, heating repairs. Okay, so we want it then to go to this particular page. And from here, we could also say we want it to go to the areas page. Let's see if they have just a regular areas page here. Okay, so we could say we want it to go here as well. Okay, and for the very last page I want it to go to, once it comes in here, is I want it to go to the Contact Us page, because Google loves to see that. So when they first come in, they're going to click on the Virginia Heating page. Then it's going to go to this page, and then it's going to go to this page, and then finally it's going to go to this page, the Contact Us page, okay? And it's going to spend a total of 4 minutes between those 4 pages, so about 1 minute per page. When it's on the website, it's going to be looking for specific keywords, covering up here. When I say covering up, what I mean is holding down the mouse and selecting those money keywords over top of there. It's going to scroll down. It's going to look like a person reading it. So within that 1 minute on the site, it's going to be doing a scroll. It's going to be clicking around in here, possibly clicking on keywords, Hopefully not there. It's going to go to another page. But it's going to click around on the page itself, and it's going to look like someone that's quite interested. Now, it's going to track the clicks. It's going to tell you how many clicks it does on the site. And you could say URL blacklist. So you could have a blacklist in here and say, okay, let's say that you don't want it to go to the financing page. And I don't know why you would do that, but you could say, let's say there's pages on your site you don't want it to go to, maybe a sitemap page that's down there on the URL. You could say, okay, I definitely do not want it to go to this financing page, and it will not click on it at all, okay? So you could do that in here. Now, this is doing by search traffic. There is a little option here called direct non-search traffic. And if you click this, it will go directly to the URL without going to the page, without going to Google. Okay, so instead of going to Google, typing in your keyword, finding it, if you click this, it's going to go directly to your URL and then do all this information. Now, why would you send it directly to the website versus search CTR traffic? Well, that's a really great question. And what we're going to do right here is we're going to click on website URL options. See this little thing right here? Click this and boom, look at that. Okay, so from here, this opens up additional pre-programmed sequences that you can click. So you could say, okay, if I'm doing search non-direct traffic, I want it to go to a Twitter. And you could put the Twitter account in here. So let's say if Appleton Campbell has their Twitter account. Wow, they don't even have a Twitter. That's tragic. That is just pitiful right there. That is really terrible. Unbelievable. Okay, so they don't have a Twitter account, but you could say you wanted it to go to Twitter, and what it would do is it would go to that particular tweet as a direct non-search traffic, and would go to that tweet and then click on the tweet. And let's say it was a website URL. It goes to that website and follow it and spend X amount of time there. You could send it to a Google Doc and would click a max of 3 different links within that Google document. You could send it to a Google image, a Google site. You could send it to Yelp. Check that action out. You could have it go directly to a Yelp page. Click the reviews, click the link, click the call. Really sick. Okay, video embeds, Tumblr, GMB post, Google spreadsheet, Google My Maps, not GMB. Do not confuse it with a GMB. Or Amazon. You can send it directly to an Amazon page, directly to an Amazon product, and you could get lots of views to that, push up the ranking. That's really cool. So you could do that, or you don't have to do it at all. You could say, okay, I want to do search traffic, send in 500 views to this. We want to go down and do drip campaign. We could say, okay, activate, pause. Or we're going to just leave that normal. We're going to say, okay, from the 20th until the 31st, I want to send in 500 views. Time zone, America. Let's say New York. Okay. Alright, so between 12 a.m. and 11:59 p.m., which is the whole time, 24 hours a day, you could have it activated, you could pause it. Now, why would you pause it? Because let's say you have a business that does not run on the weekend or doesn't normally get views at nighttime, you could have it pause at night, or you could have it pause during the day. Just more ways that you can do this, more ways that you can make it more natural looking. Okay, so we click on Submit Campaign, and boom, here we are, HVAC demo. It'll tell you how many executions, that's how many searches it's done, how many page visits it's done, and how many videos it's watched. So if you have a video on that home page, which I'm not too sure if Appleton Campbell does, let's go back to their home page here and see. Wow, that's pitiful. They should definitely have a video on there. But anyways, if they did have video, it would watch it, which is really cool. So it would totally watch it on there. Once you do this, you can go over to statistics, and it'll tell you total number of visits it's done, how many clicks it's done, how many videos it's watched. It looks like it's already getting visits here for Appleton Campbell. Go ahead and refresh that. It's gotten 3 visits so far. Okay, so that's great. Add campaign. So views are coming in. That's awesome. Charts, you can track charts. It's just really awesome. So this is a great tool. This tool is working amazing. It's doing a really super job here. Okay, it's total 4 views so far, and people are getting rankings. Rankings are going up. It's sending in traffic for all sorts of different campaigns. And let me tell you what, that is a super accurate on the campaigns right here. Let's click on edit. Okay, look at that. Super accurate on the latitude, longitude. All the way down to 35 miles within there. So that city central location, geolocation here is awesome. It is working amazingly. I'm telling you, it's super amazing coming off of mobile phones. Very, very neat. So Google Traffic Viper, awesome tool. Sorry for 11 minutes here. Hopefully you skipped around or put on high speed and didn't listen to me drone for 11 minutes. Alright guys, I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.